Mic check 1 2. Let me get this in the right position. There we go. Right. Microphone's Gucci. Let's put the stream music back on. And now, how are we doing, peeps? This is a bit of a different one, isn't it? Having me streaming late. See how this goes. Let me actually move the water bottle and glass out of the way of my chat so I can actually see what's going on. There we go. So, how are we all doing? It should be less people than usual because a lot of the usual EU streamers will be asleep now. We might get a bit of a different crowd. EU was alright. It wasn't atrocious. I just seem to be having a pretty L day on the game, if I'm honest. Not going very fast today. I thought I'd try something a bit different as well. I thought I'd hop on the Cowie, see how this goes. I'm using the setup that Reed Dot posted on his YouTube channel, which I feel like might, I don't know if it's a motocross one or a supercross one, but either way, we're trying it out. Yeah, I'm rocking the Axel Hodges bike as well, which is a bit of a spoiler, I suppose, of what tomorrow's video is going to be. This bike, it actually feels completely fine everywhere other than the whoops. It feels like it struggles to sit on top of the whoops quite well. It gets like in them and then starts getting me out of shape, but other than that it's fine. I should be able to run a mid to low 45-second time around here, which will be more than enough to get me in through qualifying, so that's fine. That's all we need. Yeah, I'm trying to stream a bit more, like Mr. Reaperdoc said. And I know it's organised events, so it's not quite the same as the public lobbies, but still a few more hours that we're getting in there for you boys to enjoy. It's been fine, Liam. I just went and recorded a video, and then I've been spinning a few laps worth of practice around here on the Cowie, trying to get used to it, and then I laid in bed for a bit. Can't lie, almost fell asleep again. I actually feel quite tired right now, but hopefully the eyes stay open for the whole event. Oh my god, there's that Aussie ping. I really, really hate racing against Isaac. Just from a ping side of things, by the way, nothing else. Especially going into that turn 1, it can be quite brutal sometimes. You can see how much like momentum I lose by the end of the whoop section on this bike compared to the Yamaha. Oh my Christ. Yeah, I thought the Enduro was fine. Massive reason why Max HUD is a must, and then you can follow the lines to see where the track actually goes. I'm going to take some fuel out, just to hopefully save us a couple of attempts throughout quali. Hopefully we don't have any issues with servers crashing or anything this time, because I feel like the last few events we've done, I've had to do 2 lots of quali every single time. But yes, we're on the green machine today. Hopefully we can get a maybe inside like the top 5. I mean, EU was atrocious for me, it didn't go well at all. So I'm going to try and do a bit better in this one. Not the best to start. And that's always seems to be the issue that I have with the Cowie, is the back end will come out on me randomly now and then. Whereas if I was in the Yamaha in that situation, doing the same amount of throttle, I don't think I would have had that issue at all. It's actually a very clever plan, because if I do bad, I can say that, oh, I was on the Cowie, and if I do well, I can be like, damn, I've done well on the Cowie. So it's, you can't lose when you change bike. Ah, missed it. Who's likely to win? EU's already decided. Hull's won the championship today. He's got enough points, so he hasn't got to do the last round, and I'm guaranteed second place now. Yeah, that's basically all done at this point. Get off a bit short. So annoying when you end up clipping your back end on every jump. It just causes you a couple of attempts every single time. This is what happens when I don't get lucky with a wheelie for real whips. I just kind of end up all over the place. 46.3, it's fine. I know I can get another second off of that. I definitely noticed that the Kawi feels a bit looser than the Yamaha does. When it comes to scrubbing jumps and stuff, I feel like I can get a lot more upside down than I can on the Yamaha. But that's also a bad thing, because that's what's causing the back end to be super loose in bits like that. I'm trying to get the power down to get over a jump, and it's just sliding all over the place. It's not fast at all. Need to work on my line through that corner and apex it a little bit more. And then I'm probably going to open up the corner after the 4 rollers a bit more, because I think I'm trying to turn too tight, and that's what's causing my back end to come round on me. Yeah, I like riding the to try and be a bit more competitive, but for races that don't really mean anything, it's okay to switch it up. It's annoying because you know that nothing else is on the same level as the Yamaha. The Yamaha is just so much better than everything else. Right, so if I go a bit wider here, and then I'll tuck... Okay. Okie dokie. And then I'll tuck the front end. What am I doing? Oh. I'll try and do as many outdoor rounds as I can. Sometimes life gets in the way and I can't do every single one. That's what's happened with the GPs so far this year. I'll try and do them. Oh god, now I've jumped a triple too far. This isn't going to be a faster lap. I think it's quite hard swapping from one bike to another on a track that you've already played. I've got Yamaha muscle memory in my head so much, I guarantee if I left and rejoined on the Yami, I'd probably run like a low 45 straight away. And ball stayed low in the corner. Nuts. Oh, I had to throw a good lap away at the very end. Send it over the finish for the memes. Oh, somehow I've gone top of the session. Yeah, I've really ruined that in the last 2 sections. Hey, you ordered a whole PC just for this game. I respect the hustle. Yeah, the Conda's cockpit, it feels like a lot closer. I know what you mean. Oh, I'm trying to get too steezy now. I know I can gain more time. Okay, good to know that you can still hit that triple out if you mess up the section on the Cowie as well as the Yamaha. I actually quite like the Husky. I just need to try and work out a suspension on it. It's god awful through the whoops. Like, it's so solid as standard. Just need to try and work something out on it because it feels good. It feels like a powerful bike. Turns well. Not sure what I need to do over that table because sometimes I get like a really good bounce and it sends me up and forwards, and then other times I just don't get much of a drive at all. I'm trying to work out how I need to like angle my bike on the landing of it to get the correct drive. That's not it, stayed too low that time. And then you just gotta go double, 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 then triple, but we've already lost a second, so it's not really worth anything. Just gained about 0.5 on the back end of this lap, so I know that I've got a 45.0 in me if I hit an entire clean lap. Oh god, hold on to it. Oh, that was nice, that was clean. But I generally couldn't tell you what I'd done any different that time to the other times. Oh no, that awful run through the whoops again. I feel like something, it just gets into the whoops sometimes rather than staying on top of them, and then it's, oh, you just can't bring your speed back.
Can I get a oh,
Thank you, Mr. Narvo. Welcome to the channel, sir. Hope your stream all goes well today, if you are streaming. Try not to watch me too much, because it's not been a pretty sight so far. EU was a bit of an L for me. Not vibing with the track too well. Oh, holy front end. Holy back end. Holy every end. Right, I'm 0.5 down right now. If I get a good run through these whoops, see what we gain. I did not get a good run through these whoops. Don't know. Maybe I'm going to try it, because I'm double upshifted from first gear to third gear on the landing. And it seems to be bogging me just a little bit too much, so I'm going to see if I can just shift up the ones and see if it messes me up through the whole whoop section, because I like to be in like fourth gear by mid whoops, which is really hard to shift up that quickly without the bike blowing. Okay. Cowie back end things. Make a little bit more fuel out. I'm a bit of a tryhard. Right, if I crash at all tonight, I'm calling it commentator's curse then, because I know that you'll have a little glimpse now and then. Yeah, it's a very hard game to learn. You just got to put the time in, and you'll slowly learn over time. from your mistakes and build up some muscle memory. Jumping a bit wide here, it's going to cost me some time. If I land this in second and shift up to third, I don't know if I should be trying a wheelie or if I should try and find another way on top of them, but when it comes to qualifying, I feel like you have to kind of send it all at the end. Maybe if I'm already up, I should just try and get a decent run through them normally on top of them rather than wheeling through them. It saves you so much time when you wheel it. God, like the front end just tried going on me there. Cost me a bunch of time. And didn't get over that. Damn it. Let's make a beeline over to the finish. We've got 7.5 minutes of quali left to go. Hardest person to pass? Anyone from Australia or Brazil. Ping is pretty insane. I hate getting near people that have high ping. So, I mean, I've hit the right lines, but I've hit them so sloppy I'm 0.3 down. Let's just hit this normally. In a bit of time. Game 0.3, not too bad. I went so high in the air there that I lost half a second by the time I'd come back down to earth. Thank you very much, Nava. I appreciate it, man. Hope the stream goes well for you, sir. It's very, very easy. That little tyre tap that you have to do after turn 1. It's so easy to completely miss it with your back end. Like just by jumping over it. You actually have to check up a little bit to hit it fine. This one right here coming out of this corner.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Just lost all my Brother, I was like 0.4 up. How do I just randomly get ejected over the bars like that? This is what I mean. The Yamaha is just so much better, man. I could have set some absolute burners, I think, on the blue bike in this session. Like I'm fighting this bike the entire way around. It doesn't want to do what I want it to do. And again. Oh, well, what was that slide out for? I know for a fact I've got another half a second or so in there. This is getting stupid. Never had these issues at all. I think if you listen to Spencer's opinions, then I don't know what to think. I have nothing to do with the man. I think the only thing I've ever agreed with him on was how bad the new MESX game is. Oh, look at... Oh, I'm getting triggered. I don't know how I mess up a simple on-off. I know that this bike will be much better in the race through the whoops because the whoops get faster. Yeah, right now on a fresh track, a little bit difficult to finish the lap off well. I think this track's absolutely fine overall. It races much better than it qualifies. I don't know what context he said in, if he just means the track layout overall, if he means the sim version, because he never has anything good to say about any RF tracks, or if he does mean the bikes version. Not too sure. I've only got 2.5 minutes left and I'm still yet to set a lap that I'm happy with. And I will still be unhappy to set a lap that I'm happy with if the back end of the Saki comes out going halfway around the corner. Look at it, man, it's all over the place. Oh, I'm regretting my decision. The Yamaha's calling me.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
There's a reason why everyone rides blue. It's superior. I feel like if I'm being like extra careful on the throttle around the corners, that I'm just tiptoeing around the track and losing so much time that way instead. I would never have slid out on the exit of that corner on the Yamaha. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Especially with how gentle I was being on the throttle. Actually a semi-decent run through the whoops for a change. Oh, barely went top. Well, that was scary then. I got into the bows and I thought it was going to completely ruin me. I've got one more chance to get a good lap in, so try and go for one. Well, I'm very glad that you have finally subscribed now, sir. Welcome to the channel, even though you've been here for a while. Get on the binders. Up the inside. Double. Roll on the throttle incredibly slowly. Triple quad. Roll on the throttle incredibly slowly again. Get the old shoveling. I'm probably going to go for a wheelie through the whoops this lap because I think that's the only way that I improve my time. Never mind. How am I 0.4 up? What's going on? I'll go for it. Shouldn't have gone for it. Oh, boys, the bike is hell garbage. You see, wait, I want to show you that. Oh, you probably already saw it. I like having a good old moan. Whole point from here, it just wasn't doing what you want it to do. I don't understand why the back end's kicked out like that, first of all. Then the back end's gone, and the front end's gone the whole time here. This is nothing but pure luck that I've stayed up. And the Yamaha just doesn't do that shit. So it's incredibly frustrating. 45.0 is okay, but 29 attempts, that's pretty mad. That's pretty wild. Right. Is there any servers up with the track? $16. Ken, who's this?
Can I get
Oh,
a
that's qualifying.
oh yeah?
Benetton main race. Oh, we've got races in there. Neo, thank you very much, man. Thank you very, very much. What am I doing? Just filled by competition. So can't join that one. That's that. Hustle. In a race. Qualifying, qualifying. Not a deadie. Qualifying. Qualifying. Reaper Duck on YouTube in a race. Satellite Motorsports. Sure. I'm like, damn, she in a mood. No, washed, honestly, it's not the move. The amount of laps that just randomly went away from me in that session from the back end sliding out or the front end tuck in was insane. The Yamaha is still the way to go. Promise you that's, I believe I probably would have been another half a second or so quicker on the Yami. No mood at the moment. I'm actually pretty Gucci. Don't know why that song's in my head, because it is the most garbage thing that has ever raced my ears. But, you know, the radio plays some very interesting songs these days. I keep telling you, Keegan, you've got an earlier bedtime than me. Scaling. I think the track feels fairly small in terms of scale. But I think what they're going for is slightly easier base track with more difficulty road. That's what they've gone for the last 2 rounds at least. It's certainly interesting. I think it makes the tracks very follow the leader one line because everyone can hit the fast lines. I'm gonna have to try and somehow survive these whoops for the first few laps on the spike until they get eaten away a little bit. As soon as they get eaten away with the erode, they get pretty damn quick. They get smaller, and then I don't think the Kawi will have any issues. But right now, it's like a roll of the dice on if I can get through them or not. Uzumaki, I've got a couple of tip videos on the channel if you search for them. If you just go onto the channel and in the search bar type in tips, it should they should come up. A few things in there that you can try implementing if you're brand new to the game. There's some good throwback videos there before I even had a proper microphone and I was talking into my Logitech headset. That's not my car at all, by the way, Alex. Addy was just guessing and throwing it out there. I have an even more boring car than that. But I've been looking at cars recently. Might upgrade. I've had my one for about 4 years. And depending where you are in the world, like if you're in America, the standard of car there is much different to here. But I just have the normal Ford Fiesta, which is just a very small car. But anytime I go out and about, I'm very glad that I have it, because our roads are so much smaller and parking spaces and everything. I see a couple of trucks here and there when I go out and about, and they just can't fit in any parking spaces in the UK. Everything's just so much smaller. Maybe try a couple of people's settings out, see which one feels the most comfortable for you, and then from that point try tweaking it slowly from there. Because everyone is different. I mean, some people might not like mine. I can't say I've watched many setup videos at all to know what other people run. But my settings are just really what I got told to use when I got the game by a friend that already played it, and I've not really changed since. I've just got used to it. No reason at all, just wanted to mix it up a little bit. Since I'm not in championship points or anything for these races, we may as well do something a bit different, as painful as it may be. Every now and then I'll feel good on this bike, and then it will bite me in the bum. I'll be like, nope, I'll be feeling comfortable. Which reminds me that blue is superior with the occasional slide out or front end tuck. I genuinely forgot that I was in a server with Cliff. Oh, should we see if the heat races are up? Just in Steezy's name. God. ARL. No, still all the blind servers. Missing out on anything, am I? Let's have a look at the Discord. Arvo notification and qualifying server notification. That should be all Gucci. Where is the IMXB website? Yes. Sign ups time and groups. Then Vor. Oh god, I was down horrendous. Over a second off. Qualified in P5 overall. That's not very cash money. But I am the only non-Yamaha inside the top 12, so that's nice. And I am the top non-Yamaha, so I mean, I'll take it. I think it's just a toss-up between the Honda and the Yamaha Terran. Those are the two that everyone rides. Oh, pardon me.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Hello, Chili's. How are you doing? Come on, chicken, get the servers up. How do you get your bike to the track? I want a bike, but the Fiesta probably doesn't have enough average. My dad has a van that he uses for work that we put the bike on. Like it's a mid-sized van, it's not one of the smaller ones. Not one of the massive ones either. I feel like there's no small van has the right dimensions, annoyingly. Like they're either too short in terms of length or they haven't got enough headroom, so you have to drop the bars or put a smaller front tyre in, which I imagine is a massive pain in the arse. But in the UK, if you put a trailer on and everyone can just see your bike, probably only going to have it for a month before someone steals it. People will just follow you home and steal your bike when you're out and about. So you need to have a van to keep everything hidden. Caddy's not big enough, at least for the stock Yamaha that I have. Handlebars are like 2 inches too high, based off stock dimensions, so you'd have to drop the bars. Oh, we've got multiple Alexes in it. No, I don't watch any MX Bikes content. I think it's a bit different when you're a creator versus a consumer. I've got no interest in watching any of it. I've had people ask me before, like Exhibits asked me if I wanted to do a shootout, and Reaper wants to do a hot tub stream. But the thing for me is I tend to do videos with people that I talk with anyway. Like, I don't think I'd want to do a video with someone just because they do YouTube. You know, like if I don't talk to them anyway. If you fall a lot in turns, I think you just need to try and work on your steering before you change any settings. There's no setting that will just stop you falling from in turns unless you turn lean help on, but then you're very much limiting how fast you can go overall, because you won't be able to lean over far enough in the corners that allow you to lean over far. I'm trying to keep it like very level specs. I'm not trying to be like too loud or shouting at all. This is like a test to see if I get moaned at, or see if I get a text telling me to shut up. What's going on with these servers? Come on, Mr. McChicken. Get him up. Think of all of the laps I could be doing for practice right now, as if it makes a difference when I'll go flying out of turn 1. Yeah, these races usually go until about 3 for me as well, like 3:30 sometimes. So it's going to be a late one for me. I never spoke to Pepe, but I used to race against him back when I first got the game. Just kind of dipped out of the racing scene after a while. I know for a fact that as soon as I go into testing or join another server, these servers will go up. That's why I feel like I don't want to move at all. Wheel taps. Get all of your leaning back done before your back wheel hits it. Because oddly enough, you want to be leaning forwards when your back wheel does the tap rather than leaning backwards. So on this track, for example, you've got that one tap after the start corner. You lean back over the first little hump, and then in the air, just before your back wheel touches the tap, you lean forwards, and then as soon as it touches it, basically stop leaning, it will kick itself back itself. You're leaning back when your back wheel hits it, it'll probably kick you in a weird way. Come on, chickie. Not like I'm missing a qualifying session or anything, are we? You know what? Let's go to test him. I'm going to have Discord open on the side as well. Actually, I could probably make my Streamlabs smaller. There you go, I'll keep that like that. That's fun. Nothing outside of my tips videos really, Scrubs. A lot of it is just dedication. 500 hours sounds like a lot, but then you got people like me who are over 2,000 and still trying to learn stuff all the time. Oh, Christ. No, do it. Yeah, a lot of things on this game are very hard to word to people. I don't really think so much when I'm going around the track about what I'm doing. I just do it because I've played so much. The bike always reacts differently in every situation. There's no like one specific rule that you should or shouldn't follow all the time. I wish I could get a run like that through the whoops every lap. That'd be lovely. That line's probably going to get me punted in the race because people aren't going to realise that I'm cutting down and going to hit me in the arse. See the front end there? Like when I landed it just shook loads. See, it was on the landing of this one. I'll get right down, super slow speed. And see if you can see the head shake when it lands. Left, right. Oh no, it didn't really do it in that camera. I swear it shook back and forth a bunch of times in first. Like that. There's nothing, as long as you're running the correct tyres, there is nothing you can do for traction other than be gentler on your trigger and lean less. Or lean smoother, I should say. Some bikes are a bit better than others. For example, throughout my qualifying, the Kawai's back end was making me very annoyed, whereas I know I wouldn't have stood out as much on the Yamaha. But then that also comes down to a skill issue on my behalf. I should recognise that it's more slidey and just not try and push it quite as hard. Probably not try and push the front end as hard either. You can't do that, Alex. Only the MX-1 OEMs that are allowed in this. You can't just turn up on any bike or class that you want. I did ride the Alta for a round last year when they was all grouped in together and somehow managed to win it. So that was quite fun. Yeah, can't do that these days. I wouldn't even mind riding a two-stroke for one rounds, but we can't ride two strokes either. Is chicken actually falling asleep again? Oh my Christ. I'm so happy that I don't have Discord open on the stream. Some of these gifs are absolutely wild. Oh, apparently there is technical difficulties going on at the moment with the MX Bike server managers. So just bear with me. We'll ride around a bit. Tyre just dipped. I think he'd had enough of making motocross content. He does have a second channel that he posts on, which is more like FPS related. Which I've not checked in on a while, actually. I need to see how he's doing. So his name is like T Saucer or something like that. Should we have a look on the old people, see what they're up to? Old YouTubes. If I go on Violin's channel. Has he uploaded any bikes videos? Yeah, 11 months ago. So if I go to channel... which one? Oh, is he not even... There we go. Source. 9.7. Oh, he's getting this one up as well. I mean, he's getting good views. He's getting really good views. He just doesn't post very often. Although it is a little bit odd that he's getting that many views and not that many subscribers. I don't get that. You talk?
How too.
Yes.
It's gonna be a problem later. Shit, where did he go? Did he see me?
Yeah, that's what Thailand's up to. Yellow. Okay. What's Yellow up to? You want to see something funny? That screenshot right there. Oh god damn it! It's not gonna. Is it gonna show me it now? Hang on. Yeah, there it is. I saw it. I saw it before it came out. That's Yellow. White guy. What's he up to? Damn, I didn't realise White guy was that level of popping. He's turned into an RC sort of channel. This is what's going to happen to me eventually when MX Bikes dies. Yeah, I think Jin just has real life stuff that he does now. Who else can we think of? Theo. 210, 210. That's not any of them. Don't know where he is. Yeah, everyone changes eventually. Yeah, like that Moto guy. Done a few videos before. Where this is the this is how I discovered Mr. Moto. Bloody Spencer Turley, good or bad? Oh. Yeah. That. Rum is just not a Supercross guy. He's currently AFK. He bangs out League of Legends at the moment. He's just waiting for Outdoors to come around. I am indeed Mr. Seffi, and I'm not enjoying it, I have to be honest with you. This is the Yamaha Destroyer, my arse. This bike is absolute garbage. I'm calling out Reaper Doc on this one. That was a clickbaity title, because the bike is booty cheeks. Yeah, skin's nice. Cheeky little Axel Hodges replica. Oh, I'll show you something that is going to be tomorrow's video that you can be excited for tomorrow. If I'm even allowed to show it, I have no idea. Like I'm giving it to anyone. I don't mind the KTM at all in the turns, but the KTM's worse in the whoops than the Cowie is. It just feels so stiff everywhere. I'm like, damn. Yeah, I think Rum is pretty damn good at League. Here you go, if anyone's into your free riding, get some Imagination 2020 for you, if anyone ever wanted to do that. That's coming out very, very soon. I've been lucky enough to get a couple of days like early access to it. Yeah, get the whole Imagination playground. Very good, very, very fun, very, very flowy. And I'm not showing you any more than that. That's a little teaser. Make sure you have to watch tomorrow's video. Hear me that the servers still aren't up. I don't want. Imagine it cancels again and they have to catch up 3 rounds rather than 2. And I got a black screen. This game does things to me that outrageous. See if I get random TGA overlays once this is all done. Okay, I didn't even get any. I just had a game crash rather than it actually updating anything. Oh, this game is so boofed, man. There you go, sneak preview of tomorrow's thumbnail as well. The map's not going to be free. It's going to be one that goes on the store. I think it's like $1.50. Oh, did it actually change my graphics? No, it didn't. It stayed on 16. So imagine if I want to change my graphics and I never can. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very late one. I am Higo. I'm not sure how I feel about it, if I'm honest. I had quite a lot of laps in qualifying go downhill. Maybe the Cowie's better in outdoors than it is indoors, but yeah, I'm not vibing with it too much. Back end's a little bit too skatey for me, the front end's quite loose. Good in the rhythms. Get pretty steezy on it as well, because it feels like a lot lighter than the Yamaha does. I do specs, yeah, I recorded it earlier actually with a couple of people. Good fun. Especially in the wide open sections towards the end of the lap. Oh, I want to see if I can make it through the whole section. Oh, on. Notification in Discord. Oh, servers are up. Lovely stuff. About damn time. Words of Lizzo. Let's move this over here. In a minute, I'm gonna need a... In a minute... Minute woman... The bummer... 3 over 333 better than on rare. Yes, it is Moto. And my game's crashed again. What is going on? Crazy, crazy. Yeah, it's faster. I think you do. So going 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, you do 4 jumps rather than 5. I think if you step over rather than just stepping on. And tripling into the corner, I think is much better than just doubling. Right. Try again. Yeah, I enjoy a bit of Adventure Capitalist. I like my AFK games, or just idle games. That's the word I'm after. Play a bit of Cookie Clicker as well, but annoyingly it doesn't give you anything when you haven't got the game open on Steam. I'm pretty sure it does keep giving you stuff when you play it on the web browser, doesn't it? Yeah. In the race, I'm not going to be trying to go flat step over. I tried it a few times in the EU, and it just didn't go well. It's so precise, and then when you add erode into the mix as well, it makes it just so much harder. Very, very difficult. I can't Terran. Because the only one that I know is Southern, and then it sounds like I'm taking or making fun of other YouTubers when I do it Southern. Right. What gates do we want today then? 4.5 will do. Let's go. Let's put inputs on so I can see what my throttle's like out the gate. Well, you asked me the most random questions in the entire world. What are your thoughts on New Zealand? Like, huh? What? I don't know how to answer some of these. Like genuinely. Why am I? What's going on? That's twice my bike has ghost rode today, and I haven't ghosted in a very, very long time. You forget that I am someone who spent majority of their life indoors playing video games. So it's not like I'm super well travelled or anything, going to all these countries to build up opinions either. And then... who cares what I think either? BMX bikes. I'm sure New Zealand is a lovely place. I have no thoughts on it, because I've never been. I cannot speak from experience. My days very well, thank you, Bailey. And also Wyatt as well. There you go, kill two birds with one stone there. Oh, I'm sure you can work out where I'm from just based on the accent. So, fun fact, you are not allowed to ride on the track before the races in NA, where you can in EU. Ah, see, now that I can comment on specs. I think the doctors need to get their pay increased in line with the... in line with inflation. Because they are getting less money now than they did years ago. Because their salary hasn't changed and everything else has got more expensive. I think the media are making them out to be bad people because they're striking, when really it is the government's fault. And server disconnected. Oh my Christ. Why is it so difficult to actually race and play this game? Nothing but dramas recently. At all. Oh, we might have to get rid of the Axel Hodges replica, boys. Chickens just made me a Kawasaki again. And if I don't run it, he will probably beat me up. He'll probably fly to find me. Copy, MX bikes, MX1, Kawasaki, paints, paste, done, open, yes. Try and make ourselves look nice and pretty before the race. Not at all, Dio. It is far, far worse. There is no planet where this Cowie is better than the Yamaha at anything. Right. But creations. Oh, how boring. Where's my purple handlebars? Boom. Ooh. Got any skins that will go with us? I mean, this doesn't look terrible. There's a... I swear there's a pink one. Blue, pink, green. I think it's this one. This one could go quite well. Yeah, I like that. Good. Gucci. Just slap on the 50k gloves. They don't go too bad. Got on my special edition helmet. Boom. Look in my eyes. My nice Silver Surfer eyes. And do I want to keep those boots? Yeah, I'll keep those boots. Race. ARL. So Fiddy Heat 1. I'm glad you enjoy it, Wyatt. Nice knowing that I'm part of people's routines each day. Nah, Quacker go bad. I regret choosing it, but I can't go back now. I've chosen it. I mean, it is pretty decent. You know, it's just overrated a little bit, but I guess for those that are into it, knock yourselves out. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Shake up! Why'd you leave a kiss up on the table? One or two. I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. I don't think that number 35 Central Chicken. I feel like it leans to the left ever so slightly. Obviously I know it's leaning, but I think it's centered left a bit. It's not down to ARL though, Ryan. It's all to do with the OEM team and how they want to make the bikes in-game. Genuinely don't know Rigdon. Not something I'm too clued up on, I'm afraid. Back up, back up. Watch your put a little back up. Check up. Why'd you leave the kids up on the table? I wanted to. I'm going to stop answering these questions now, boys, because I don't care enough to answer them. Denver came out... Well, the password released 6.5 hours ago. Been out for a while. Bruh. MX Bikes netcode be like, this is redonkulous. I don't know how many of you people are that die-hard CSGO fans. You know what I've randomly started listening to recently, which is very, very weird, is the... it's called A la Month by The Caution. It's a French song. But it's the song used in Foon's famous B-Hop video, if anyone has any idea what I'm talking about. Put it on in the car, it's a very good driving song, just makes you want to drive fast. This is a 450 Drewski, yes. Too much, yep, too much of Z-Block, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, I listened to that song in the car. But the version with words, to be fair, not just the instrumental that he has. I would play it on stream, but I imagine that it's quite heavily copywritten. And I do like earning revenue from YouTube. Anybody, if I can, anybody's interested in listening to it, it's this. It's the version with words. No, it's not. You can have this version without words, and then there's versions with words as well. I can't remember which one is. There you go, that CSGO B-Hop song. It's that, if anyone cares. If any of you want to channel your inner French. Voulez-vous, le baguette, croissant, oui oui. No, I only raced the 450s on these. Used to ride the 250s. I started the 250 season. I started the North American Supercross season on 250, and it just went horrific. And I wasn't enjoying it, so I stopped. And now we're doing 450 live. You have to tyre tap it, Giro. You don't triple it all in one go. That's the plan, Scrubs. That's what I'm going for. Omelette du fromage. Dexter's Lab, that is... I think we're showing our age there. That is a very old show. Omelette du fromage. It's not very nice, Dank. She's a nice woman. It's weird what people remember, isn't it? I remember the most random scene from a cartoon from years and years and years ago, but ask me what I had for dinner 2 days ago and I just wouldn't be able to tell you. Damn these barriers stopping me from living out my bike life dreams. The millions of views I could be getting from wheelie montages on YouTube. Joking, my wheelie videos do horrendous. I think Aiden's got some new respect for me now that I'm also rocking up on the Cowie. Now, I think there's some more important things in this world that we need to be discussing, if I'm honest. Like, why does the word fridge have the letter D in it, but the word refrigerator does not? These are things that we should be spending more time researching. I have to disagree with you, I'm afraid, dear. Honestly, Dakota, I'm actually as clueless as everyone else. Oh, well, there you go. I think it's starting now. Yeah, we've had a few delays so far today. None of which I can control. I'm just here. I'm just a passenger, just along for the ride. Oh god, I'm starting next to chicken as well, so the ping's going to be insane. We've got Keegan on the inside, who's probably going to hold shot. Ryder's good at starts, who's on my left, so this to me is looking like a stop and let everybody go kind of start. Yeah, the English language is pretty wild. What's that? The word for? Yeah, let me give you 3 different spellings for it. There, another 3. 2, another 3. Right, heat race time. Let's see if we can hopefully make it through into the top 9. Yep. Isaac took a very interesting route there. Oh, okay. Literally just minding my own business in the middle of the track. What I will say, probably going to offend some people here as well, every NA race that I think I've ever done, the general race IQ seems to be a lot lower. So, like that, like what is he doing? Reaper, what people are you letting on your team? People have no idea what giving room is in these races. Try not to take out Dad Shoes coming out this corner. I don't really enjoy going to LCQ, so it'd be nice to make it straight in. But currently not in a transfer spot. I don't want to jump too far inside here because Dad's Shoes is still there. And again, so I'm going to give him room on the inside. Even any road on in this one, and I'm so low. Uh-oh. 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 Generally might go through to the LCQ on this. Oh god, why do I do this to myself? Put me on a yummy. Hoping that people in front of me would all get into each other. Ninja! Jesus Christ, man! What are you doing? We're just going in a straight line. I also like that it gets to a point where you get desensitized to it as well and you just go through the motions. You just expect people to get into you. If I go to the LCQ, I am throwing it out there that the Yamaha will be the bike of choice. So I would like to just make it through. I don't want to stay up for no reason. I just saw a lot of names over the side left there. You never thought you'd see 2 bits of green in one Supercross picture, did you? Now, respect for Aiden for going for that line during the race. That's big plays. See how much he gapped me jumping into that corner. That is not big plays, and of course I'm a white magnet. Ah! Out my way. Can't do anything about that. Try and get going again. And the annoying thing is, it's in front of me after that mistake that caused me to go down as well. I don't know what's going on with cuts, because I don't actually know if I mean or not. Feeling uncomfortable with it, boys. Need to catch up with Aiden because if I finish like right behind him, then I get him on cuts and that gives me P9, which is the last transfer spot. This this bike's triggering me. Going so slow and still sliding out. don't feel like I'm being aggressive on the throttle or anything. Taking my time. Like saying no. Now I think I'm in 10th rather than 9th. So I do need to get a move on. Yeah, I am. I always forget that NA do such a little erode that it's almost not there. Everyone cries about it. Means a lot less mistakes from people, which on a track that's already quite one-lined, you need the erode to be forcing people to make mistakes. I ain't even got a pass either of these, I just need to get right on their cheeks. I think we got 2 laps to go, including this one. Bit of difference in the middle. Concentrating very hard right now, if you hadn't realised already. Just want to make it in. Just want to be there. Oh god, we jumped too far. Yeah, the whip's getting much easier as they get worn away. Oh, that is the finish line right there. Lovely stuff. Oh, Josh Keegan, nice. Yeah, P8, 30 seconds down in LCQ in a heat race is actually wild. Oh, I need to get my act together. I ran my fastest lap on the last lap. If I could run 46s every lap in the race, I'd be a very, very happy man. But there's just so much, there's so many little things that KX throws at you that I just don't expect. Yeah, you can quad this. I have done it, but I mean, if you're doing that in a race, then you're a madman. That's such a risky line. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't want to paint everyone with the same brush, but that seems to be a common NA thing of complaining when tracks are too rough. But this track just seems to be go and run a qualifying lap every single lap, because the road does nothing, like it's non-existent, which I think makes racing incredibly boring. Thank you very much, Landon. I'm guessing server reset. I don't know, what do we think? Do I stick to the Cowie and just have a painful race, or do I go back to the Yami and try and do well? I feel like everyone's going to say stick to the Cowie just because it's different. That's not very nice. Or Mason. Suzuki. God, that'd be horrendous. I don't know what it is about the Suzuki. I've tried it so many different times and I cannot get this thing to go around the track well. At 46.1, well, that was better than any of the laps I've done in my heat race. Ride it for a couple of laps, see if it does anything funky that I'm expecting. And him slide into that corner was already annoying. Try stepping over this. If I mess this up, I know it's on me because I shouldn't be going through it anyway. See if it's doable. This is the Suzuki 450. It feels heavy. Like in the air it feels heavy, in the corners it feels heavy. But then I don't know, do I want something that feels heavy rather than the KX that feels sometimes a bit too light and slides out all the time? You can't get through the whips normally without wheeling. Do have one more set up. Try the stiff version. Yeah, the thing is, Ken's good. I am not. Crazy how different all the bikes feel when you whip them. They all come back a different way. See how this goes through the woods. That wasn't terrible, was it? That was alright. Maybe we rock up on the banana then. That quad into the corner is actually quite a stretch on this bike, which is weird. I don't know if it just hasn't got the oomph or doesn't seat bounce quite as well. Need to stop trying to wheelie through these. It does track quite well in the corners, I'll give it that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be going for that triple during the race at all, that's quite risque. The upside down camera every day, so I genuinely don't know. I don't think I've even seen anyone mention that to Boso before, or he's never mentioned it. I don't know how you'd go about fixing it either. Definitely a bit of a unique one, isn't it? It's bad that I'm feeling a bit more comfortable on the banana than I was on the Cowie. Don't know if I should take that back now. Oh, no worries, Liam. Thank you for staying up and having a watch. Hopefully you can have a watch of it all back in the morning once you're awake. I think on all the tracks that I tried the Suzuki on before, my biggest issue was the whoops. I think the whoops have been quite peaky up until this round. These ones are quite mellow. Maybe I'll give it a go. Why not? What's the worst that's going to happen? I will get it stopped right inside that. I have no intention of uploading them at all. Well, I've seen a couple of people say that they do look good. I just feel like they're a bit cheap, because I don't want them to be the first thing I upload. I should probably let me go beautify myself. Let's make a kit. So I feel like there's a yellow one in here somewhere. This is fluo yellow. It's not, it's a bit. I swear there was. Oh, was it this one? Black, yellow, white? Ah, it's not quite yellow. It's like a little bit goldy, isn't it? It's not like super duper match. I don't think yellow boots exist at all, do they? Fluo is probably the closest you're going to get. Oh, my legs. I just put on some plain. Oh, wait, these are interesting colours. Some plain white ones or some red. Get the blues out, it's a bit different. Those are horrible. They are grim. These are quite nice. I think they go quite well. Boots, where's L? Binder 50k. Helmet. Binder. Yeah. Notice that my voice is slowly going. I used to do in these 2 streams. Now the heat races should be done. We go on. I can find Narvo. Oh, he's literally live. No, I don't think the LCQs are even going just yet. So keep that over on our screen. Amaranth flies. No, it's a damn shame. Young Philly's playing GTA 5. Come on, Philly. I think all heat races should be done, just waiting for LCQs I believe, unless I've missed the LCQs and they're going into races. Try and learn this Suzuki then, I didn't expect to be ending up on a yellow bike before the end of the month. Bit of a steamer at the moment. Oh, Couldn't go for the triple, but I was on good luck. No. The amount of times that step on and off has messed me up today is actually unreal. And I don't know why. I don't feel like it's any different to every other on-off in the game. Oh, this is going to be such a late night for me. I really didn't plan on it going on for this. Suzuki's not afraid to get the front end up in the air. Hello Max, nice to have you back again, man. On, off, triple, triple, double. In that, oh, that I almost messed up the on-off again. I almost didn't step onto it enough. Yeah, I imagine that we're probably going to get quite a few people in the stream that may have never caught one before. So if that is you, and you're here for the first time, welcome. Because I know full well that I never usually stream this late. Yeah, if I'm able to go the entirety of this stream without being moaned at to shut up and go to bed, then there may well be a 24-hour MX Bike stream in the future. I know that I can do it without waking people up. I know I'm probably going to jinx myself as well, but that flat corner that I just went round, I have not slid out on that once. Yeah, banana. And I seem to slide out majority of the laps on the Cowie. And I can promise you I'm really not inputting the buttons much different there. Oh, we're going to get an awful run through these loops now. Jump too far. Triple out. Ugh. Oh, now, okay, now I slide out. I need to... Maybe I should make these mute streams, because I always jinx myself when I say something. Oh, them things be expensive though, Wessie? Wessish? I'll hold on here for as long as I can. I get on with my folks, it's absolutely fine. One of them things, just try and be a bit respectful if try not to keep everybody awake at night. Oh, right. I was about to open my mouth and say that was a really good run through the whoops, and then the front end gave out on me at the end. Oh no, I almost actually had a very clean third person, like, surprisingly. Yeah, well the thing is on this game, we all know the fastest way around the track is to keep perfect traction everywhere. You can't steer with the back end at all, so as soon as you slide out once, that's a lot of time you end up losing. And the KX seems to do it a hell of a lot. The stream's starting yet? 4 minutes ago, Chicken said that the LCQ servers are up. I'm guessing... Oh! Perfect timing. Hang on. Try and get it for you. So we usually steal Reaperdoc stream. Now we're going to steal Narvo's stream. Like that. 1080p, lovely. It doesn't look very 1080 though. See if it improves a bit over time. I think sometimes Narvo forgets that he's got this like massive overlay on as well. He's like looking at people down here, but they're covered by the border. That's what I don't like about Twitch as well, is I think they limit your hit rate quite a lot. Rhythm idea, dragon's back onto a table, off of a table, onto another dragon's back. Well, like, yeah, dragon's back up onto a table, and then step off the table onto dragon's back down. Well, yeah, YouTube's definitely better in terms of stream quality, but then like stream features, I think Twitch is a lot better. Interaction stuff. Yeah, this is quite pixely on my screen. It's not just the stream that you're seeing, I think it's Twitch. Oh, I forgot that Shoes went through into this. That Shoes is old man here, if nobody realised, by the way. Let's go, old man. He's in P5 at the moment. Oh, that was close. Interesting to see we've got two Hondas in here. I really enjoyed Beta 17 traction. I know everyone hated it because it was slipperier, but it kind of gave me an advantage. Same as when we race in the wet. It just works well for me. I have no idea why. I think Dad Shoes probably win this LCQ. I don't know who I've got for the main. It just depends who gets a good start. Oh, that was a clean pass.
It is the LCQ. I was only given.
I can't believe how hot it gets in my room because of my PC. Actually gross. I'm starting to get some lower backache as well.
Same with like the heat races also say main on it, but I work with what we got and we just make it work at the end of the day, and that's all you can do. But we are in just about these final 2 minutes of this 450 LCQ. And it is the privateer of Ibby.
Question. If I do semi-decent in the main event on the Suzuki, do we think we're going to see many people riding yellow for the next week? Because I remember back in the 250 days when I rode the TM and won a few races, I started seeing a lot of TM 250s appearing in online servers. That's old man up into P2. He's coming for the dubski. Enough speed to make his not standing up.
It's gonna take
I'm so
a
bad
lot of
playing games while
pushing
trying to
those
stand up. I'm so
on
used
the
to my sitting down
rider.
position.
And a mistake from the ones in front of them. As LA
I hope you boys realise that
letting the guys go
the likelihood
by.
of me even getting inside the top 10 tonight is very, very low. Like, very, very low. Oh, Dad's shoes is charging. He's a coming. Still have no idea how this man plays the game with his first person sins.
But the
They are
privateer
vile.
baby. Look at
I'll
how
show you
solid
once
the
this
jet
LCQ's
before
over
the
what Dad's
heat
shoes sees.
was questioning if 500 hours in the game was
Oh,
enough to go
gonna get him
to
through
a
the
main
whoopie-doos.
event. And Ibby is well on the way to get there as it goes, makes a
He is
big
indeed.
mistake on the whoops. Dad Shoes is gonna get by. Mason is a lapper, so no worry about that. Aiden Confer coming through. Raphael Razzle's coming through.
And I'm pretty sure, by the way, if nobody realised, the guy in fourth, called Rafael Gonzalez Horsecock III, is actually Hemi. So I didn't expect to see Hemi in an LCQ either.
But it is Raphael
Well, that's Honda
Gonzalez
life for you.
pulling on that final transfer spot. And we're into the final 2 laps.
Yeah, old man's riding with a lot of
Sanchez
intensity right
running
now.
with the lead now.
And we spoke to his mechanic earlier today, Will. Yeah, thank you, Ricky. He said that he needs to go out and just win the race.
We're on this
Same as
final
every week.
LCQ lap.
Thanks, Will.
And it is Dad Shoes, Ibby, Aiden, and Raphael
James, what are your thoughts on this?
Gonzalez.
Ah, well, you know, young Shimoda. And the German chocolate.
If you guys are in talks with Hemi, you tell him to change his fucking name. I do not want what he has at the end of it on my stream. I just said that in a commentary stream. No cussing, Navo. No cussing. Turn it off. But I don't want that on my stream. Get it out of here.
Hit him with a
Who
thick
you gotta
burn.
talk to? Tell him to change it.
Hit him with a coal.
But Dad Shoes will get the win.
And to your point, Daniel,
Now,
the amount of
Raphael.
times that Ricky and now James say, and to your
That's
point,
your
is
look.
actually insane.
So Dad Shoes, Ibby,
Told you Dad Shoes would win that.
Confer, and
Yes. There. There. Now I'll show you the Dad Shoes cam. God, how do I do this? Right, lock to bike. And this camera angle. Right, are we ready? Oh my Christ. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Blech. 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 Also sideways. Blech. You're on board here in the Dad Shoes cam. Makes the whips look hella smooth. Soaks it all up. It's easy. Rip. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, it's not for me, Chief. I'll be doing that. Flabbergasted. Jesus Christ, that's a word I've not seen in a while. Yeah, and I think it's just a thing of what you learn the game on. I think that lock to bike was the only way of riding back in the early days of this game. I don't think there was no not lock to bike. And yeah, learned the game on it and hasn't changed since. Didn't know there was a drunk filter on the old reshed. I probably haven't even got it on mine. I've only got a certain amount downloaded. I didn't do absolutely everything. But no, I have no desire of making this upcoming main any harder than it needs to be. For it being both at 3 AM as well as on a banana. I feel like that's enough of a handicap. She'll be interesting, that's for sure. Oh, that was a good run as well. Did Rafael Gonzalez Horsecock III actually make it through that LCQ? I didn't pay attention. He did used to play Sim, but I think he was a third-person player in Sim. So I'm not too sure on that. Did. Nice. Didn't have a main event with old Rafael. My alias on the MX Simulator used to be Emilio. Something about the Spanish/Mexican names. You're not really left with anything if you step over that, are you? You end up just going triple and then single into the corner, which is a bit of an L. I think you just got to try and get the brain working a bit, Max. Got to try and come up with some ideas. Get a bit creative with it. It hasn't even got to be like any crazy sort of rhythms. It could just be normal rhythms, but maybe they're like super long. Annoyingly, I think we still have to wait through the 250 races. But they races as if they're plural. There's just one. I think we have to wait through the 250 main event before our race starts. So I'm probably not going to actually get going until like 10 past, quarter past 3 in the morning. That's gross. That's disgusting. I don't like how that went sideways. I don't tend to watch any of it live really, Neo, but I watch it when it gets re-uploaded into like the highlights on the older YouTubes. But thinking about it, I've not watched stuff for a couple of months. I go through stages on CS where I'll binge play and watch it, and then nothing for a few months. So I never actually progress in terms of skill, because I kind of get semi-decent, don't play for months, then go back to square one, rinse and repeat. Yeah, when CS2 comes out, I'm sure I'll dabble a little bit. Some of the most fun times on CS, to be honest, isn't even playing it properly. It's just getting Smurf accounts and messing around with like shotguns and stuff in easier lobbies. I know it's a scummy thing to do, smurfing on a game, but it's fun. It's their fault for making it free to play. Here's also an issue, is if I'm like Master Guardian level and then I don't play it for a few months, and I try coming back to the game, just not Master Guardian level, get duked on the whole time. Yeah, I used to run stock front tyre before Beta 18 OEMs. So still in that Beta 17 period, when I think it was better. I don't think it is anymore. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh, it's not live quite yet. Whereas I think Narvo might be loading into the 250 races. I'm surprised that we've got 150 people in here. I thought it would be a lot smaller of a stream compared to normal. So thank you everyone that is here. Do appreciate it. I don't know if it feels twitchy. I thought that was just the new bikes in general. Maybe it's the front tyre all along. Maybe I should be running the stock one again. Maybe I'll do some experimenting off stream, see how I feel with it. No, I've just been told that 80 was the best front tyre, so I've been running it. I don't spend much time testing on the game, to be honest, working out what does and doesn't work. As soon as I find something, that's it, I'll just stick to it and then not change. Damn. I suppose that's the downside with the Suzuki. It just lacks that tiny bit of oomph. Get up and over some of the bigger lines easier. I've got to be pretty damn perfect downside on the triple before that quad. My whoop sections have been a bit of an L so far though, I need to work on those a little bit. It's all to do with the entry and how I hit the double before. Oh, hold on to her. Some of it's skill issue, RBS, but then there's some times where it genuinely makes no sense while they go. It do be annoying. You're not alone in that thought. Shall I try sticking the old stock front tyre on now? Do mid soft. I got 12.3 PSI. Experiment with it a little bit. Oh yeah, you can tell it's got a lot more grip because it doesn't actually want to let you turn down in the corners. And it keeps trying to drag me wide. Which means, does that mean if I slap on the 90 that I'll turn even tighter? Oh my. In what planet do they think that that is acceptable? How dare I try braking? That's... oh my Christ. Let's have attempt number 2 at this one. A little bit better. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna stick to the 80. I know how it reacts, I know what it feels like, or do I mess around and let's try a medium. Why not? Mediums do better. I think the mediums have more grip than the mid-soft, but they have too much grip, so you actually end up going slower. You have much more grip, but you got a lot more resistance as well, a lot more friction. I think I'm going to stick to what I know. There's really no point in changing things last second when you don't need to. Even though, I was going to say if it's not broke, don't fix it, but it's all broken. Quality's happened, Puma, and so has the heat races. The LCQs are done, we've just got to wait for the 250 main event, and then it'll be us wrapping. After I'll finish getting ads from Narvo, I'll be able to see what the status of the stream is. I actually think as well, the less traction that you have in the whoops, the better, because you'll skim across the top of them better. It's such a weird, backwards way of doing things. Thank you. I started off the night on the Cowie, but yeah, I wasn't really feeling it after the heat race. So lots of slide outs that I didn't enjoy. Right. RBS, I know exactly what you mean, because I have that exact same feeling in other games. Like when I watch CSGO pros popping off, I'm like, damn, I really want to go play some CS right now. And then I hop on, get destroyed by people, and just never want to play it again. Probably should do some practice in a road on this bike, because I have no idea how it handles it, but screw it. I'm sure we'll live, we'll be fine. What annoys me is every now and then I'll get a run like that through the whoop, so it makes me really happy. And then next lap, I'll absolutely wad myself. And this one's going to be a bad run through the whoops because I got an awful downside of the double. But I kind of made the best out of that. It was going to be horrendous, but it wasn't too shabby. God, I'm jumping so far inside. Erne is actually incredible. So much. Well, what appears to be happening here? Servers. Oh. That is like the most perfect timing. I just checked Discord and Chicken goes 250 server is up. So nice, we're moving, Getting there. If I could ride Erne in the wet for every round of outdoors, I would. If it could be raining in every round of outdoors, I'd take it as well. I don't know what it is about it, but I just seem to enjoy it a lot on Channel Lane and Barsha. The time for me is currently 3 AM. 3:01 to be exact. It's pretty disgusting. We've had quite a few delays today, which could not have been foreseen. That sucks, but I'll live. It's not like I have anything to do tomorrow. I was meant to be doing a donation stream, where I just go until the timer runs out. But PayPal have locked my account today. So I need to try and get it back. So that stream is on hold until that gets sorted. That felt like just a really nice, solid lap. I don't feel like I was setting the world on fire there, but just got around the track, hit my marks, good run through the whoops, and that's what I wish every lap could be like. But unfortunately my thumbs have other ideas. I actually don't know what the next GP round is. They don't follow the same calendar as IRL. They go different. Yeah, I'm not too sure on that one. Mr. Narvo streaming you? Nope, I think he's still sinking into the game. No. Yeah, I'm a massive fan. Like, if JV could make every outdoors round for the rest of ever, I'd be happy. Like, even for the AMA stuff. I'd be interested to see him do American tracks. He only really does GPs, even in his past work, before doing the aerial tracks. but I don't actually know who's making the outdoor stuff. It was meant to be TFC, but I've heard absolutely nothing, like no updates at all. Don't know if Stone's doing it, don't know if TFC's doing it, don't know if JB's doing it. It would shock me if JB was doing it, because I can't see him getting 2 tracks a week done of quality that he puts out. The Suzuki does look good until you get up close and personal when you see a lot of its imperfections. But nobody's perfect. Take them as they are. I'll show you. If I go to the pits, going to free roam. Where are the pits? Where am I? Where I is? Hi. First of all, we got the grips, or not the grips, the levers. Don't think you can colour the middle part of that, so it's just a colour on the top, on the bottom. The foot pegs have not got the most grip in the world. They're a little bit on the flatter side, so I'm surprised my feet don't just completely blow off. I don't think there's actually too much else wrong with this model. Some models are wild, but this one's pretty decent overall. I think there's quite a lot of warping when you're trying to make skins. Like, you can see that McCreations logo is meant to be straight, but it just isn't. Oh yeah, and then we're missing a front axle as well. Missing the through tube, the through bar, whatever I know if you want to call it. So we have a hovering front wheel. Other than those minor discrepancies, I think it's pretty Gucci overall. I think it might end up just being Stony again, to be honest. Because he's already got last year's tracks as a base, so he could just take those and build upon them, like change ruts about and bumps and stuff. See if he can make it better that way. I feel like that might end up being the last resort. Just like Papa Roach. I think if you have no front axle, it just saves weight, really. You don't need it. Turn my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fudgesicle. Lovely run through the whoops. Big whoop guy. I can confirm that the 250 riders are in their server, and they are currently riding around waiting for it to start. Didn't need to tire tap it that time, just almost got straight up and over the triple, no problem. Oh god, I got a Chromebook ad on Narbo's stream. Watch the gate drop whilst the ads are playing. Share Suzuki setup. I can do. Want to take a screenshot? Feel free to pause it. I think, to be fair, I think the last year's aerial outdoors tracks, I think some of them will be absolute hell on these new bikes, just with how front tucky they are and some of the rough bumpy ruts around those. I think JV's tracks are just a bit smoother overall. We'll see. We'll see what happens to them. I am actually, for once, not in the loop. I am genuinely clueless. I've got no idea. Thunder Valley was absolutely brutal. Couldn't imagine hopping on there on these bikes. when stuff like that happens, just on a completely flat surface. I tap this. Not much of a tap to it. Fire taps are by far the most satisfying thing in the entire game. Especially that one on Lirop, which everyone knows what I'm talking about. I'd literally say tire tap every single time I've played the track. Are we talking about in-game or IRL, Vexer? Because in-game, PFC one's okay, and the aerial one is okay. I don't particularly love or hate either of them, they're just all right tracks. IRL's always a fun one to watch. I think it's one of the most entertaining nationals of the year. Because the track that I recorded last week, no, 2 weeks ago, on my phone, that Canada Heights track, they do hair scrambles every now and then. They use parts of the track, part of, there's a few fields out the back, and there's a massive wood area, they kind of go through all of it. I've ridden that a few times, quite enjoyable. Just 3 hours, go and do as many laps as you can. Hello Sean, hope you're right, man. Yeah, I'm going to be honest guys. I genuinely have no idea what's causing all these delays today. Apparently it's something server manager related. Oh. Look. You can't look because I'm overlaying my MX bike. There we go, look. We're going, we're getting ready.
With Chelsea, but we're about to get relegated. But here we are, guys. Welcome to the 250 main in the mile-high city of Denver.
Oh, Navo's got such a sexy commentating voice, hasn't he?
Catsnot, Jackson, Casanova, Panda, Van Meel, Tyler, Neutral, Panda. Whoa, not Panda. Evokes, Brado, SBO.
How does he keep such high energy all the time? It's late at night on a Friday. Would be dead.
And Rise. Who is gonna get the whole shot? Here in Denver, the 15th.
The revs are up, and the gates are.
We're about to go racing.
Down. That was a very long gate delay.
And we're underway. Van Meel off with a great start as he will grab the whole
There you go,
shot
Van.
with Brado
That
and
red plate
SBO
looking
right on
spicy.
his tail.
Although I've seen a couple of passes from Brado in the past that have left a little bit to be desired, so we'll see what happens there. The pixels are looking nice and sexy on the old Twitch.
In third, Cole in fourth.
L platform.
Neutral
Navo, come to
get
YouTube,
by
please.
Evokes. But it is the points leader right now.
I'd love to because I'll have to get another GoPro at some point. We'll see if I can try and find the receipt or email confirmation for this one because it should be under warranty still. I don't know why it's broken.
Casanova cutting through the tough blocks there. You might very well get a cut for that.
I think this championship is
If not, we
between
saw it all right there.
Van Meel and Casanova.
Right there.
Let me double check that.
But Brado has got the lead as Casanova goes down. That pushes Van Meel out wide.
SXNA 250.
And Cole. Van Meel's
Championship.
championship contender. He's gonna go down in the corner. Van Meel makes
Oh,
the move by
next
him.
two points per
Brado makes a
round.
mistake, gets collided up with Van Meel.
And Schmidt's gone
Casanova
flying.
will now take the lead.
Oh, this is close. Look at that. Van Meel, Cole,
And
Panda,
let's go. We'll
Casanova,
move into
and
the
Jackson
podium spots.
are all 9 points apart from each other. That's wild. Okay, this is probably quite a spicy race, actually. I think Casanova won EU earlier, possibly. And he also dominated on Monday at ERNA. So he's feeling good. So he could be getting the points
having
leader.
to deal with neutral. Van Meel just pushing Evokes out of the way.
Is the last round a
privateer.
shootout
And
at
here
all, or
comes
is it
Jackson.
just an east or just a
Lombardi
west?
Factory Racing
Have we got
making
2
his
rounds
moves
left
on
of this coast, or
Evokes. Ando
this
makes
the
a
last one?
mistake. Jackson makes a mistake. Van Meel makes a mistake. He'll lose out to Ando once again, but Van Meel with a good drive is gonna hold that
is
spot
Doc in the
off
main?
him.
I don't know,
So
actually. That's a
neutral,
good
back
question.
to racing. We'll move
I
into
generally don't know.
third.
I
Van
couldn't
Meel
answer that for
right
you.
behind him.
No two strokes allowed in this. It just stops the server having to load so many different bikes
But Doc,
if they already struggle enough
the
as it is.
sub in there, buddy. Thank you so much. I saw that. You know I love and appreciate you every day. As Van Meel gonna make his way around neutral.
I'll have a look at the Insta360 stuff and see how it goes, how it works. It all depends how expensive it is as well at the end of the day. Or Jeff's making a bit more than I am.
But Van Meel in third, not really able to build a gap on neutral and Evokes. These whoops are real difficult on the 250s. Even doing some sight laps myself earlier today, they were causing a bit of problems. Granted, I'm a commentator, not a racer.
Is Brado in points at all? Did I skim over his name? Oh no, he's not. He's not in it.
With a 5.4 second
So,
lead
if Cass
over his
wins
teammate Brado, Nick Van
3
Meel in
points,
third, Neutral in fourth, Evokes in fifth.
he'll be 4 points off of Van Meel.
With Cole. Cole sitting second in the points. DiGiorno's coming through as
Be 2 points off if it finishes like this.
Kazi making it into the main event. And sitting pretty good for a solid finish for the Twitch Goons Racing team. Jackson dropping down.
Yeah, it's got to be an absolutely awful game to watch for the first time from a third-person perspective.
You guys voted for Panda to win, and he is now sitting outside of the top 10.
Just little things like that as well. Like, imagine if the netcode was perfectly smooth, and as a brand new viewer, you'd be like, "Oh, this looks interesting. What game's this? I might get it." And it just means more sales for Mr. Barbosa. It's faster to free and then send yourself into the finish line. But for a race, double's better because you have to slow down a hell of a lot if you're just singling out. Otherwise you get weird physics on the face of it because it's quite close together.
Separating third and fourth.
Jackson alright? Yeah, but you see that? Probably quite hard to see actually, it's me streaming a stream.
Just trying his best.
Jackson was just getting all kinds of shapes in the whoops. Oh my.
He's gonna get some contact to Evokes, and that's gonna pinball him.
No idea how Cole was the only one that went down then. That was 4 people side by side.
With Kazi of Twitch Goons Racing not that far behind him, Van Meel makes a mistake into the rhythm section. Here comes DiGiorno's. Looking to make it an Element Designs 1, 2, 3. And he has got it set up like that right now with 9.5 minutes plus 2 laps to go. As Van Meel's gonna drop back even further with Neutral and Evokes going by him. Kazi going by him. Cole going by him. And things have gone all wrong for Van Meel.
So is this actually the last round or not? Because I know we've got round 17, but I have no idea what coast it is, if it's east or west.
Around Cole, his championship contender.
I don't think NA's any more toxic than EU. It's just a case of, I think the racing etiquette / IQ is a lot less in NA. And I don't even think a lot of it's intentional. I think it's just younger audience trying to go for qualifying laps all the time, like regardless of who's around them. It's a shootout, is it?
Van Meel's really gonna have to step it up. He has made it around Cole.
But they only had a shootout the other day. It's so weird. They went ages without one. Now they've got 2 very close together.
So Van Meel gonna have some clean air.
That's going to be spicy, actually. So at the moment, I believe Cass is taking the play, and everybody that he's against, everyone that he's battling against, got Cole, Panda, Jackson, Van Meel. Van Meel's only in 6th, Cole's 8th, Jackson 9th, Panda 11th. All of his people he needs to beat are having a bad race.
So Van Meel really trying to quad over that last part of the rhythm section. It hasn't fully been working out for him.
The 450 server open yet.
Single out. And that very well could be losing him time. Because here comes
No, not yet.
Cole on that Sunbelt Black label
Doesn't hurt if I just go to the server list and watch.
Casanova with a
So yeah, we'll commit to the
5.5
Suzuki.
lead over his teammate Van Abrado.
Actually, let me do that. BLSX. That'll make it easier.
We'll do a quick look here at our lap times. With Casanova first going through a pack of lappers, his fastest
You can't fool it, Max. It's way too far.
his last of 47.739.
Sometimes you can only just triple it.
To his teammate Brado with a
Even on a 450.
46.873 is fastest. His lap being
take
a
it.
47.9.86. Taking out a lapper, getting in the way. DiGiorno's, the other teammate, with a 47.6. His last only being a 50.1.
Did Twitch not realise that their bitrate cap is actually booty cheeks? Like, this would look so much better if Nervo was allowed to increase his bitrate above like 8K or whatever it is.
48.0. So he's sitting very consistent with his time. As he's going to make another big mistake in that rhythm section. Here comes Cole looking to make the move on him. Sets him up in the corner.
He could have been mean there.
The championship rivals go side by side. Cole gets caught.
How was Cole hanging on to this? How was he alive? Probably.
To stay on two wheels.
No. In EU, you can do the whole season in 250s, but in this NA series, if you do an East round,
comes right back through.
if you do an East round, you can't do a West and vice versa, but you can on a 450. So like ARL, you can switch if you want to.
Very lucky to keep the bike on two wheels there. Jackson, who has made his way through all the chaos, now sitting.
I don't think Evokes is going to be very happy with, or Cole's going to be very happy with Evokes at the end of this. I think that's twice he's got into him.
So the RD Factory Racing Rider now within a top 5 finish spot as we're hitting the final 5 minutes plus 2 laps here in Denver.
Got 5 minutes left to go.
Big props to our race director out of Australia. And
yeah, the ads on Twitch, they annoy me a lot. Just the fact that they're unskippable.
Casanova having problems.
I know obviously ad block is a thing, and a lot of people use ad block on my streams as well. But ad revenue for people like me and like Reaper and everyone is everything. Like, we need all of them, but they're skippable. So it's like 15 seconds out of your life before you can skip, rather than 4 minutes straight of not being able to skip at all. And I think YouTube's a bit better, to be fair, from ads. It's a 70-30% revenue split. Then donations through chat is 50-50. Everything on Twitch now is 50-50.
And right after our race director out of Australia would have said with that win, they would have been, him and Van Meel tied for points.
Wait, what's happened?
And now he is going to lose out on all points.
Why is Cass not in here anymore? What have I missed?
And the biggest of feels, the biggest of F's and L's in the chat for Casanova.
Is he disconnected or run out of fuel, or? Oh, there he is. This is so stupid, man. All that work.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel bad for Cass there. I'm guessing his game crashed.
It hurts me.
Okay. And this is what I mean as well. And this is a good argument when people say, why do we pay for tracks rather than paying to race? This is why we pay for tracks. Imagine paying to race a series and then your game crashes and servers don't work properly. At least if you're paying the track, you can play that track whenever you want. You're not paying for an event that didn't go correctly.
Here in the Mile High City, that of Denver, Colorado. DiGiorno's and Brado have to hold off Van Meel. Jackson, who has made his way into 4th. We see Ando.
I'm not sure who else you've edited for, Ethan, but I can tell you from my point of view is I'm certainly not comfortable. Like when I have days where a video doesn't do particularly well, it does genuinely stress me out.
Gets caught up with the lappers. SBL will get caught up in there too.
It's enough to live off of, but it's not like I can go out and buy a car and a house tomorrow, for example. And it's the only real downside as well is it's not like in a real job where, let's say you get sick or you go on holiday, you get paid whilst you're off. Like if you don't upload a video, that's it, you're screwed.
The DiGiorno's holding down second place, and Jackson of RD Factory Racing has moved his way into third, past Van Meel.
We got Jackson, Van Meel.
Was just out of view for me to see that pass go.
Jackson would gain 3. I mean, this is going to be really close racing. I feel bad for Casanova. Because that is a bit of an L. He updated us at all. What's happened?
Mrs. Navo has her bet on Jackson still winning the
No,
race.
he hasn't said anything.
Got
2.2k channel points here. What can I spend it on?
Make his way up, now sitting in the podium spot.
It says redeemed. A chat? Can I do anything with these? I don't know.
But he has got some work to do. 21 seconds to gain. To catch
This
up
is insane.
With Element Designs Honda rider, that Abrado. Can he make it happen? He has already gained a lot of time on DiGiorno's. Because it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno's.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, I can imagine 400k subs is it's quite a nice amount of money. I was definitely surprised when I started doing YouTube. Like, it was more money than I thought it would be. I wouldn't have thought that a channel like mine that only has 50k subs could do it as a job. Which then made me think, hang on, this is disgusting now. How much money must the big channels make that are up in like the hundreds of Ks? Pretty wild. I do have merch, Braden. I do. I think I got a link in the description if you want to get merch, I'm pretty sure. Unless I've stopped putting it there, which is a bit vanilla. It's all done through a third party, so it's like I don't hold stock or anything. It's just like done to order by them. Oh, Jackson. That was... I mean, it was aggressive, but it wasn't like super dirty.
Jackson will make the move and will make it stick.
It's your boy,
Skinny Penis. Thank you very much, RBS. I think I'm going to need all the luck that I can get tonight. I think the banana might be doing me dirty, but hopefully I gain a couple of people's respects for riding something a bit different.
But it is going to take a big miracle for him to catch up to Brado. 21 seconds the gap, and on the last lap of this 250 main.
Anyway. Just realised that my server's probably up and I've not joined it. No, it's not. Chicken slacking.
Chromebooks don't just start fast.
Oh,
they stay fast over
this is what I mean.
So you can get to work fast.
Look,
And get to not
add
work
1
fast.
of 3.
Now
Unskippable.
we're just showing off. Switch to starting fast and staying.
Well, I mean, we're not going to get to enjoy the rest of the bloody race. It's about to finish. Shall we see how long ad number 2 is, and then I'll click off of it. This is like the best Inception ever. You're watching a live stream of me watching a live stream, watching an ad that we're complaining about on Twitch because they're all unskippable. How long's this one? Another 30 seconds. You know what? Sorry, Navo. But it's a bit of a nil. Let's move that over there. And we're just going to wait a minute or two for Mr. Chicken to put the 450 servers up, and then we'll be Gucci flip-flop. Yeah, I used the Fantic at the start, and I tried riding it the other day on that same setup, and I have no idea how I've done it. Like, it feels horrible. It's just an NA thing, Kyle. The EU races tend to have a bit of a higher road, but the NA guys don't like it much. I think you're capping, Ethan. I don't think anyone's ever enjoyed an ad, but I'll give you a W from one man to another. I appreciate it. I do. This is why I'm starting to try streaming a bit more, because I'm not ashamed to admit that videos recently they've started plateauing slash going down a little bit in terms of the revenue received. So kind of like try and bridge that gap, trying to stream more, which will hopefully just increase it in general. I don't think I see like an exact ad revenue breakdown of the streams compared to videos. It's really easy to find in the videos. You just click on it, it tells you how much you've earned in its history. But I don't think live streams it's quite as easy. So I can't even like check to work out on average how much I get from the streams. That's a bit of an L. I suppose it depends how many ads YouTube puts in there, because I know it dots it through randomly by itself. Let me choose, because again I've got an absolutely atrocious gate, the same as EU. I'm just going to choose gate 1 and see where it puts me. I had an awful heat race. Yeah, very guilty, Connor. Just how it be. I fell asleep earlier, like around 6 o'clock, and I think I slept through until about 7:30, so I had like a good hour and a half sleep. So that's why I'm a bit more awake now. Otherwise I'd probably be in bed already. I'd probably be passed out. Oh, should have shifted down. Too much power, too much gas, too many beans. To be fair, I've got to take my hats off. Like, these bike life boys that can stop and do 180s and then go again, it's actually nuts. I know they've probably got special like settings just for wheeling. It's like proper. It's probably like really stiff, so you can barely turn at all. Thank you, Leon. I don't know why I'm streaming for a second time in a night, to be fair. It's unheard of. Crazy scenes from your boy. I would stream tomorrow's. I would stream tomorrow as well, but as you know, the times I usually stream would be like bang on in line with the IRL Denver race. So I'll have to see what it entails, what time the racing is. Rax can... Oh, it's Marco this time. I thought it was Rax being a knob again. Just trying to enjoy my life. Out here wheeling. Oh, thank you very much, Ethan. Give you a thank you before it even pops up on the stream, because I can see it in chat first.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Oh yeah. I appreciate it, man. I think that's what a lot of these streams end up being. It's not even like a sit down and intently watch it. It's just have it on in the background for a little bit of noise. Because I'm the same. I'll put on a stream every now and then, or like a long form YouTube video, and just play. Most of the time, I'll slap on TV on my other monitor and see where it takes me. I think I have to make it a rule now that every time I get a membership, I do have to hit ahoy, yeah. Because I know Frizzy earlier gifted 5, and it plays that exact same noise over and over again whilst it goes through all 5 subs. Yeah, I had to do it every time. Wheelie tutorial. Look at my controller. Lean back. Accelerate. Then tap accelerate or brake, depending on if the front wheel's high or low. There is my wheelie tutorial. Hope you enjoyed that, sir. Very, very in-depth, I know. Takes hundreds of hours to master how to lean back and wheelie. Quite possibly, Braden. I think they go up for new series in general. Because like the first few rounds of Supercross, it was quite high, and obviously it goes down towards the back end of the season. The outdoors races at the moment, usually get like 250, 300 compared to the 150 to 200 that we're getting on Supercross. I think people like outdoors in general, but I think the number will be higher just because it's going to be a new season. Well, now I know that you're here, Leon. All is good. I know that whenever I watch streams, I'm usually a bit of a lurker. I don't think anything's been mentioned about the SMX round, Theo, but I think it would make sense. I mean, the track maps have been released. I'm sure someone will make them. They look really, really good. They look fun. I feel like they'd work really well in game. You just need the OEM bikes, Nathan. Those were the only ones that we used earlier. I mean, if we're riding the Coliseum, I feel like it should be a two-stroke only event for old time's sake, but I know that won't happen. Why do people have to breathe? Just trying to enjoy my life, do some wheelies, and everyone has to target me. Try and ruin my fun. Out here vibing, just existing. Talking to the good people of the internet. Riding the banana bike. No, not missed the race, did them. We've been on a bit of a slow one today. The race is starting hopefully shortly. Oh, there we go. I've got a W from Watch. I know you can't see this. It's underneath my controller overlay, but it says W Linda. Try the banana. Oh god, no, I haven't. Never mind. I've got all these career numbers or 2-digit numbers. That's quite insane. You don't get that many in EU. Good point. Have I got the fuel? I have got the fuel. 4.2 litre. Let's do like 4.4. I run 4.2 on the Yami, but I don't even know if the different OEM bikes would use fuel at a different rate. That's too big brain for me. I wish we still had the old 125s, like the CR and the RM. I don't understand why they removed them and are putting them in a different pack. I don't know why we couldn't just still have the old ones until the new ones were ready. But you best know, if that new pack releases with a KX125, that's going to be all I ride in videos. Them old KX125s are so sexy. So nice. Big sex, big W. Yeah, they're adding new old two-strokes. I know what you mean. Weird way of wording it. But yeah, they're adding new versions of the old two-stroke model. I think it's very impressive how good the core strength is of our rider. Look at that. Just holding the dead straight plank. I also like that you can now get screenshots of a better attacking riding position if you do a Superman just before you land. But if I do that, and then I go into replay, and there, I go into free roam, you can see it's like the old Chase Sexton attack stance. Just have to time it right. Get him looking like he knows what he's doing. Have I got a white? I didn't know I had a white rear fender. How bad's that? I thought it was all black. Okay. Couldn't push him out. I think it's race time, boys. It do be. Oh, that is a god-awful gate. I don't even think there's much you can do about stopping and trying to go under people, really. You got to go under about 17 people. Oh, pardon me, I got hiccups now. That's not a good time. No worries, dear. Thank you for stopping by if you're hopping off. Right, here we go, boys. Race time. Awful jump. Oh, Aussie ping. Chicken ping. I caught on my head. Thank you. Oh! Oh! I wish people would just take a second before they pull away after respawn. I know they're in a panic, but bruh. Giving Chicken all the room he desires. Oh, what's the damage? Where are we at? E13. Could be worse. I'm not being funny. I'm actually getting more and more triggered with the netcode in this game as of late. There's no reason they should be spinning around and coming back to hit me. I have to go inside in this corner. Oh, I've jumped too far. Stretch out. Boardman is not someone who makes a lot of mistakes, so I think trying to get past him is going to be difficult. God, I've got an itchy nose. Horrible timing. Hang on, it's itchy on the straight. Scratch, scratch. Right. Oh. Yeah, like, the road in these races is ridiculously low. There's just nothing. I just need something to make it a little bit more entertaining. do feel ever so slightly more comfortable on this than I did on the Cowie in the heat race though. Oh look what happens as soon as I open my mouth. Jinxed it again. You can see in front of me, it's like 5, 6 guys, just all follow the leader because the road is non-existent, so we just run our qualifying lines over and over again. I shouldn't have gone for that. Oh, that was borderline close. I overjumped the triple a little bit too much. Oh, I would 100% take a top 10 on the banana. Check up. Oh, Yosef, thank you very much, man. Good to see you again. Can't read the donation right now, but I see it. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Bad run through the whoops. Rax is barking on my little cheeks. Brother, see, I've checked up. Why are you still quadding? That is exactly the reason why I look back so often there. I saw him coming. I had to go further to the left because I knew I was about to get landed on. For everyone moaning that I look back too much. It's all about awareness, otherwise I would have been dead as well there.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
Get into the lappers. That's a good lapper right there. Get out, Ibby. Oh, don't shout at me. That wasn't even his fault, that was me. Went way too fast to the right, trying to scrub that double into the corner. I should be the one apologising there. Good to know that the Suzuki's a bit of a tank though, just bouncing off people. Oh, front end. Not liking the rut that's developing in that corner. I feel very slow. I feel like I'm the one holding everybody else up, and I'm only here because everyone else has crashed more. Oh, there's Mr. Marco at Creations. I actually prefer staying lower in that corner rather than getting in the rut. Oh, the Suzuki's munching the whoops now that they've dug away. Oh, last second I bowed out of that. I was so tempted to try and send it still. The back end got hooked up a little bit more than I would like on the landing lap jump. And I suppose it's always better to be safe than sorry. Did not think I'd be looking at a top 5 on the old Suzuki here. I say that, one big mistake and I'm losing about 3 positions. People are right on my cheeks. Again, this feels like it's been such a long race. We've still got 8 minutes left. Barely been any time at all. Oh, God, that was close. Almost missed the rut. Nope, not risking it. Not risking it. Oh my God. I don't think I could have cut that any closer without going down. Seabolt, a thank you as we go past for being a good lapper. transfer? Yeah, oh no. Oh. Maybe he'll give me cuts for that. I feel like that'll be a bit harsh. I really didn't gain any time. Are you taking the piss? Ibby, man. God, that's going to cost me so much time as well. Oh, god damn it. Literally 3 positions from a lapper that doesn't check before he re-enters the track. Oh, now you stop. I see. Okay. Do the damage and then pull off to the side. And imagine if the track wasn't still perfectly flat too, and people would make mistakes, and not still be like 4 people within 5 seconds of me. Netcode's coming for me as well. Don't whip it, rider, please. That's really triggered me, being taken out by that lapper. And sometimes in Supercross you have to get lucky. Be in the right place, which I was not. This racing is actually wild. There's just people all over the place. Ah, I've ruined it. Get over it. No. Oh. There's it. Oh, oh, oh. There's them 2 positions gone. And 2 right on my cheeks again. Annoyingly, because these races are close and people are like side by side the whole time, a lot of NA think that this is good racing. But it's still boring, it's just follow the leader. And once again, I get destroyed by someone's down bike, and the person behind me doesn't. I've not had much luck today. I've had negative luck, negative errors. Been a day of unluck. Knocking on the door for a top 5. Now I'm back here chilling in P8 or 9, something like that. Oh, last lap though. Like there's something in Hemi's soul as well that doesn't want to be beaten by the Suzuki after he used to ride it all the time. That's fine. We got it. So that is P7? Yeah, P7 in the end there. I actually, looking at that, I genuinely could have got top 3. Because Washed, who finished in 3rd, was the one whose cheeks I was on for like 4 laps straight before Ibby hit me with that L. But you know what? I'm happy we decided to ride the Suzuki in the internet. I think that felt a lot nicer than it would have felt on the Kawasaki. So you might see a bit more of it. Who knows? It depends what future week's whoop sections are like. This week's quite shallow, so it's quite easy to get through, and that's the part of the track that it struggles on the most. Yeah. A little bit annoying. I can't give Ibby too much stick because he was a really good lapper the first time I lapped him. I just think he had a lapse of judgment rejoining the track that one time, which cost me dearly with so many people around me. But overall, it was a fairly solid race. Concentrating very, very hard, as you notice. Yeah, that was the main. If you missed it, wait like 10 minutes. I think the VOD will go up on YouTube, so you can go back and catch it all. And sorry that it's been kind of like slow throughout tonight. I've got no power over that. It's just that apparently the servers are giving us some grief. But yeah, the race doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. It's just for a little bit of fun. So I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Hope you enjoy tomorrow's video, which literally goes up in 4 hours. That's disgusting. And I'm going to love you and leave you. I'll catch you boys next time.